Yeah.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.
We are here. We for the task Mr. Al.
Yes.
To explain about our material about sociolinguistic, and then first we wanna explain our name first.
Introduce.
Yes, my name is Joko Sidik. I am from English Education Department 4G, and then my friend.
Yeah, my name is Ahmad Salatif. I come from English Education Department, same class with Joko. Next.
And then we go from the first material about language, and will be explained by Ahmad.
Yes, language. We all know about language because we speak daily conversation with language. The definition language is the medium that humans use to communicate both verbal and non-verbal. Language also said to be a symbolic system of sound to convey the idea of the speaker to another person and to interpret it by a community. For example, we as Japanese language. Japanese language can be said as a language because it has a speaker that speak with Japanese, such as Japanese tribe that use Japanese language. Same as Sundanese people, they speak with Sundanese language and so on. Next, the next material is about dialect will be explained by Joko.
Okay, the next is dialect. The is a variation of language in a communities of group located in a certain place or region. According to Wardaf, dialects can also be used to distinguish speech from the point of view of social class and group that are different from the other group. And then the dialect is less than the language because it is language varied. Basically, dialect is a part of particular language. The example is my friend come from Kebumen. He use what's ngapak ya?
Yes.
Ngapakers dialect.
Yes,
The example is you can give an example dialect from Kebumenis.
For example,
So for the example for dialect is ngapak dialect. My friend is actually from Kebumen, so he can speak ngapak.
yes.
The example is when we say in Japanese, koe orang malih. So in dialect of ngapak,
The ngapakers will say, kowe ra kencot, Pak.
So this the example of dialect, and other example is from Banyumas dialect. In Banyumas you can say, if you say langka or and so in Banyumas we'll say ora ono. The meaning is nothing. So when Japanese say koe, so and the Banyumas dialect is rika.
Yes.
It is the same meaning of you.
Yes.
And then the next material, and then next material about the Pidgin will be explained by me again. Pidgin is a meeting of two languages that do not understand each other from two different speech groups. So that Pidgin does not have rules in their user. It can be determined is only used to communicate with other people. Pidgin does not have speech society or native speaker and has no specific territory. For the example, if I from Java, so I use Japanese language, koe, and etc. For example, and then I goes to go to Kalimantan. In there, in Kalimantan actually use Kalimantan language, right? I from Japanese people in Kalimantan actually do not use Japanese language or Kalimantan language, because when I use Kalimantan language I cannot use, because I'm not from Kalimantan. If I use Japanese language, if I use Japanese language and I communicate with Kalimantan language, they cannot be understand. So I use other language, maybe Indonesian language. So I and Kalimantan people can communicate. Pidgin language can appear on the border area between, other example, between Cilacap and Banjar. Here, there are two meetings between Sundanese and Javanese language that they do not understand each other, so they are use Pidgin language. That's all about Pidgins. And then next material about Creole will be explained by Mar.
Yes, Creole. Before you study about Creole, you have to learn about Pidgin first. The previous one is we have learned about Pidgin. Yes, right? Creole is a Pidgin language that has become a speaker language based on the conformity of the Pidgin community. So that Creole is the development language that developed by Pidgin. Yes. Langsung contoh. For example, if there is a American people, then that American people married by Indonesian people, so that they will have a child. Then the child will have after they live for many years, the child will have understand with American language, English American and Indonesian language, so that the child will have both language.
Yes.
Then the both language will be mixed. Then created a new language, so that called Creole. And next, we will explain about differences between Pidgin and Creole. Okay, there we will explain about differences between Pidgins and Creole. Yes, Joko will explain.
Yes, me again. Pidgin, the first difference is if Pidgin is non-native language, or the meaning is language is not that's not learning. Also the language is gak diajarkan maksudnya kita ngerti dhewe ya.
So you will get that language when you child. The language will enter into your brain. Like that.
And then Creole is native language. The meaning is language that is learning.
Yes.
For like the example that Akmal gave before, if you have a parent with two different languages, and you will get the two language that your parent use.
Yes.
Like that. Yeah. And then Pidgin Pidgin and Creole are constructed language that is bahasa yang diciptakan.
Mixing or
Oh,
creating
mixing. Created language. And the third is shared used by some communities that language is used by some communities. That's all about the differences between Pidgin and Creole.
That's all about our explanation. But first, language, dialect, Pidgin and Creole, and the differences between Pidgin and Creole. We do apologize about our mistake, our absurd explanation, our mistaken, and what else.
I hope you can enjoy our material.
Yes.
I hope our material will make you more like about sociolinguistic.
And then the explanation will get in your brains. And thank you. Thank you.
That's all for us. Bye.
It's the motherfucking Eagle Double G.